Hi guys, Harry here, and Russell T Davies is back as showrunner for Doctor Who. That sentence, to any amount of Doctor Who fan, is just, well, fantastic. It is something I never thought would happen, and I don't think, well, any other fan really thought it would happen. But um, Russell T Davies is back as showrunner for Doctor Who, and I think fans are really happy that this is going to happen, and I'm really happy as well. But I hope the BBC don't learn the wrong lesson from this. So let's get into the video on my thoughts of what this could do to Doctor Who. Okay, so Russell T Davies was the showrunner who made the 2005 revival and stayed from 2005 all the way through to 2010. 2009, and the last episode was broadcast 2010. And it was, well, fantastic, to quote one of his doctors. It was just, well, it was probably the best it has ever been for Doctor Who. The most people watched it. Like, if you check some of his ratings, I'm not sure too much about the classic era. Like maybe John Pertwee and Tom Baker, more of the really popular doctors, maybe got more, like, there were more ratings then, and there probably were in like terms of like people watching it, and as the TV's like growing market. But what I'm saying is, in the New Who era, which started with Russell T Davies, it has been the most people watching it, really. Like, if you check the Voyage of the Damned, that was just massive at that time, to have that many people watching it. I made a video on it, so go back and check that on how many people were watching it, what Doctor Who needs. But Russell T Davies just propelled Doctor Who. I mean, he took it really out of it being dead through the eras where there was where Doctor Who was cancelled through to 2005 because the TV movie didn't work. Through to 2005, and literally just propelled it and made it amazing, and got people like me into the show. I mean, I started watching with Russell T Davies, and it shows that I'm still a fan now, making these videos of how good he made Doctor Who back then. And he wasn't obviously as big as he was back then as he is now, obviously, because one of his main works is Doctor Who. He was probably best known back then for the show as Queer as Folk, who obviously he was the writer there. And I think, personally, he's matured even more as a writer because he's worked on that, and he's worked on Doctor Who, and then after Doctor Who he's also worked on It's a Sin, A Very English Scandal, and years, and, well, I think it's just really grown, like, he's really grown more as a writer. He was already amazing, and I think if he brings what he's learned, it can be even more amazing. And not just because of the shows he's been writing on, but because he has the hindsight now for something he might not have put into Doctor Who before, because he thought, oh, is this good? Will people react to it? And now he knows how people would react to it. He can put it in Doctor Who, so the things he was unsure about at first, but would have made the episodes, like, not, like, the episodes are already all amazing, but like, the episodes, like, really great. And I think that is amazing opportunity to be in. Now, as I said at the start, I don't want the BBC to learn the wrong lessons from this, because they're putting Russell T Davies in a like at a big risk, really, because it was his choice, but he didn't need to come back. As I said, he already had 5 great years on Doctor Who, and he propelled it amazingly. And if they had learned the right lessons, they could have carried on, and they wouldn't need it. But it's a bit like you're saying Russell T Davies he's the only one that can write good Doctor Who, which, if that's what the BBC think, that is the wrong lesson for me, personally. I don't think that's the right lesson. It's anyone can write Doctor Who. Look at Moffat. He did it amazingly. And also, all the showrunners before in classic Doctor Who, they all did it amazingly. Especially, as I said before, John Pertwee and Tom Baker's era. Amazing. So, hopefully it's not like, oh, Russell T Davies can only write good Doctor Who. Oh no, what are we going to do after him? I think just let him do what he wants as a writer and showrunner now, and then listen to him on who should take over the show, and let them do what they want. Okay? Like, not in the way Chibnall has, and not make it too political, and also, like, you gotta know what works for Doctor Who. What Chibnall has done obviously doesn't, but it doesn't mean you just go back. We want the show to go forward. That's the only way it will keep going, like how long it has been already. So we want it to go forward, not backward. And also, he's taking over for the 60th anniversary, Russell T Davies, on for obviously Doctor Who's 60th birthday. And the most, it's kind of putting him on like back foot, but he did start the 2005 revival, but Moffat had to put a lot of his time and effort into the 50th anniversary, and it turned out great. I really liked it. I think it was one of the best episodes of New Who. And his Series 7 kind of suffered as a result. But if there's anyone who can pull it off, have an amazing special and an amazing series, it is Russell T Davies, because, I mean, he started the whole New Who. So, if anyone can do it, it's him. However, as I said, I don't want the BBC to interfere too much, because there's fan expectation, what the writers want to do, and also what the studio wants to do. The biggest thing I can think of how it goes with what we're dealing with right now is Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, a lot of people are really hoping Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are going to be in that movie. I'm included with them. What I'm not included with, though, is fans going crazy about what if they're not in the movie. Because I still think it's going to be a great movie, but I don't know. I think fans, if they're not in the movie, are going to react a bit negatively towards the movie. And hopefully it's not the same with Doctor Who, where it doesn't go exactly how they want. It doesn't go exactly how they envisioned RTD would step into the 60th anniversary and his new series, and treating it negatively. But also, I don't want fans to just be like, if it is how they go, or almost how they want it to go, I don't want it to be just like how they thought, like how it's just RTD that can make good Doctor Who, because as I said, Moffat did it greatly, and RTD wasn't in that at all. And also, I don't want them to blame Whittaker or Chibnall as well, because the problem isn't really a female doctor or Chibnall's writing. Because as we see in Torchwood, Chibnall did amazing writing, and also the female doctor isn't the problem. I'm really excited for a female doctor. Well, I was when Jodie Whittaker came out, and I'm still hoping it could be a female doctor. But I don't want fans to be like, oh, well, that writer doesn't work, or it being a female doctor doesn't work, because that's rubbish. That is entirely rubbish. I mean, there's been amazing writers, as I said, in the classic era, and also all the writers on the Doctor Who spin-offs, which I will get to shortly, and also Stephen Moffat taking over from